Welcome back from that short break. We continue with New Vision TV news here on Urban TV. I am Ruthina Sejin. Now let us take a look at what is making headlines in business.
Hello, you're watching New Vision TV. This is In Business. My name is Lynn Komisha, and we continue with our budget analysis with Paul Busharizi. Paul, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, Paul, we stopped at 1991 budget. This is what we're starting with.
Yes.
So now then, the government was still rebuilding the economy, planned a 50% bigger budget than the year before, with the major expenditure items being the beefing up of the remuneration of civil servants, road rehabilitation, and pacifying insurgencies in the north and east of the country. How much was the budget?
In this year, the budget they had planned for was 320 billion, which was dramatically up almost 100 billion, or slightly over 100 billion from the previous year. They were also expecting to raise twice as much revenue at 206 billion from about 111 billion the previous year. So you could see there's still need for a lot of resources. Doubling budgets, you don't see it happening anymore.
Had the economy improved at all?
I think we need to also put this into perspective, because at the time they were suffering a 30% inflation. So a lot of the increment also is inflationary, and there was some depreciation of the shilling. So maybe those also were mitigating factors in these dramatic leaps in the size of the budget at the time.
So we noticed it was the same year they legalized forex bureaus. How was it working?
I think this was a big deal. It was a big deal at the time, because previously what would happen is the government through the Bank of Uganda would try and provide foreign exchange to exporters, importers. You're getting the forex from the exporters to pay the importers. They set a certain rate, which rate of course didn't reflect market movement. So we had a separate, we call it a parallel forex market, or the Uganda, where so people would go on the outside where the rate was higher. They would get, actually there was a racket going on. So officials who had access to foreign exchange at a cheaper rate would go and sell it at a higher rate outside and make a difference. So this is the year that the government said that's unnecessary. Yeah.
So the Chivanda, when we talk about Chivanda, we think about a lot of things. But that was, so how did this work then?
Well, so the government then legalized forex bureaus. Forex bureaus have not always been here. They weren't there until 1990. So when we think so, this means that people were free to if they met the qualifications, to open forex bureaus and trade in foreign exchange. There were great concerns at the time by quite a few people that foreign exchange is going to flee the country and all that kind of business. But it has turned out very well. It's kept the forex value at a fair rate, a market determined rate, and fluctuations were less wilder than those days. Those days the government, I remember, I think it was the previous budget, 89-90 government raised the dollar rate from, I think, was it 60 shillings to about 140, twice, doubled it in just an announcement, which has taken a year. Well, the economics was not supporting the shilling. The economy was supporting the shilling.
That is it for business. Now take a look at our Daily Pearl of Africa series. And today it is Itanda Falls. Now come see and hear the rushing, roaring waterfalls, which are one of the hidden jewels of Uganda. The Itanda Falls are located in Jinja district along the Nile River, attracting various activities like rafting, swimming, boat riding, and also sightseeing. Let's take a look. The Itanda Falls are a hidden treasure in the Pearl of Africa. About 27 kilometers from Jinja town, you will find the hidden Itanda Falls. More exciting is the speed at which the water hits the rocky ground, making a rattling sound. It is never easy to locate the falls if you have not been here. You would meander through the road, thickets, and like a treasure, it will take determination and courage to get here. However, once you're here, the reward is overwhelming. The sight is also unforgettable. Visitors have a lot to enjoy apart from the scenery. They can engage in rafting, swimming, and sightseeing. The rocks are very slippery and scary to walk on, but that's what makes the experience a worthwhile venture. The sharp rocks in the water and the rocket-like current can trap even the most experienced swimmers. At sunset, the waves become magical. The sound that comes from the waves hitting the rocks is a melody to remember for a lifetime. Itanda Falls also has islands on which a thick forest grows. To locals, this is a sacred site where they come to talk to their gods. To the visitors, it is a great place to see. We could go on and on to speak of Itanda Falls, but why not make the time and come here and experience the wonders of the place? The adventures never end on New Vision TV's Pearl of Africa Diaries with me, Ruth Naseje, so join me next time for yet another exciting adventure. For more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website, which is newvision.ca.ug/Pearl of Africa. Our newspaper, The Sound of Vision, is also another home of adventures. Grab your copy every Sunday for Pearl of Africa stories. We now close the bulletin with a special report. And today, the President gave the State of the Nation address. Now, New Vision TV is going to take you around the major issues addressed and how they have been tackled.
The NRM government remains committed to ensuring a secure and peaceful Uganda. This has come about by promoting and upholding patriotism, democracy, and good governance as core values for national socio-economic transformation. Significant focus has been placed on professionalizing and modernizing the Uganda People's Defense Forces and building the Uganda Police Force and their capabilities. Some months ago, killers, robbers, and rapists had intensified their activities. They were committing these crimes with impunity because the police had been infiltrated by criminals and people who had been compromised in some ways. We have the minerals, we have the oil, but we have not yet used them. So they are not part of this equation. We have been using non-oil, non-mineral capacity. And in spite of many bottlenecks, in spite of things which we had not done, but here you are. This is written in good English, and those who can read will read.
That is all we had for you today. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more news updates and other programs here on New Vision TV by visiting our website, which is newvision.co.ug/video. You can also follow us on social media. Facebook is The New Vision, Twitter is @NewVisionWire, Instagram is @NewVisionWire, and our YouTube channel is New Vision TV. Catch up with me on my Twitter handle. I am Ruth the Voice. Have a good night, but we end with a fact file.